Hello, everyone. I'm Melanie. I'm from Riding to Health, and I'm a personal trainer and also an amputee, left leg below the knee. If you've not joined me before, I have joined me before. Hi. Now, I am a business owner and I run Riding to Health Limited, which is a local business, local to me here in southern New Zealand, but I also do personal training online as well, using Skype and Zoom and various other things. I've been an amputee for 7 months now, just coming up on. This is my graphics I'm doing down here. And I have been putting out these free mini live sessions for a wee while now. The focus at the moment is balance. If you were here last time, which was 2 weeks ago, or we had a public holiday last week. If you were here last time, we were working with the first parts of balance. So I was asking you to do this, right? So today we're going to sit all the way down onto a seat. Now make sure it's relatively high and make sure it's sturdy. So if you lean on it, it's not going to topple over. We've got 3 exercises like we normally do. The first one is legs, the second one is arms, and we finish with abs. So you only have to get down on the floor, and we finish down on the floor. So if you're an amputee, you'll know how challenging it is to get up off the floor. So that is why it's structured like that. I put a video out last week or so showing people how I actually get up off the floor. If you want me to tag that in, put a comment in this video below and I will give you a link to that video to show you how I get up off the ground. Now, our exercises are little mini 20 seconds. We're doing 3 sets and I am going to put this down now so that we can get started. So, putting that over there. Right, so our first one, we are going to go seated to stand, and then we're going to do marching high knees. So, like I say, you need a seat that's relatively high, like this one. And you're going to sit down, stand up. The higher the seat is, the easier it actually is to do. If you're not an amputee and you're just a beginner and you want to make this harder, make your seat slightly lower. You could get up and down off a normal size seat, like my green chair over there. But I'm making this easier by making the seat higher. So, are we ready? Let's get started and go. Now, to make this easier, you want to put your hands out in front of you. Make sure you know where that seat is. Don't move your feet on the floor so that when you sit back down again, you know that the seat is going to actually be there. You might not need your hands, but that's how you make it easier. And stay stood up on your next one. And we're going to do marching high knees. I'm just going to step forward off this spongy mat. So, marching high knees. Like so. As high as you can make it. And if you need to hang on to something, that is fine. That is also fine. If you've got crutches, then you might want to use them as security. If you want to make this harder, make your high knees higher and go faster. 3, 2, 1. We're going to sit down. Just make sure I know where the seat is first. All right, 1 set done. 2 to go. If you've got any questions about anything, let me know. Anything at all that is appropriate to ask a question about, I will do my best to answer it or find you an answer if I don't have one. Right, here we go. Number 2. So we're going to stand up, sit down. Okay, when you stand, make sure you straighten your hips out completely. That is important if you spend a lot of time seated or if you spend a lot of time in a wheelchair. You need to keep those hip flexors straightened and stretched. Otherwise, you'll end up with shortening. And you'll struggle to get your legs straight. Still going. 3, 2. Now we're going to high knees. High knees. Apologies if my head is chopped off. I'm not totally sure. It might be because I stepped forward a little. Keep marching with those high knees. Make sure they're even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down. 1 more to go. My shoes are new. This is the first pair of shoes I've bought with only 1 foot. That's an interesting experience. having to find a pair of shoes where you can fit your prosthetic foot in, and there's enough flexibility in the heel of it to get your foot in the shoe, and enough depth in the shoe for me to put my massive orthotic from my right shoe and foot in it. Anyway, I digress. Third set. Here we go. Last one for the legs. Standing up. Make sure you know where your seat is. To make this easier on you, if you're an amputee, you want to be sticking your bum out to sit down on the seat, so that your weight is in your heels. If you've got knee injuries, that's also a better way to do a squat. Takes the stress off the knee joint. 3, 2, 1. High knees, marching, high knees. This one. 10, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to discard my high stool because I'm going to get down onto the floor next. So I'm just going to put this over here. Here we go. Right. How to get on the floor. If you're not very adept at this, what you want to do is use a chair and lean on the chair. Like so. Now, our next set of exercises are push-ups, and then we're going to hold the push-up. Now, the nearer your knees are to your hands, the easier this push-up is, and the further away, the harder it is. That's how you make it hard. So, I'm going to start off in a relatively easy position. So if you just imagine on your hands and knees, like so, and then you're going to bring your hands out slightly wider than your shoulders, and nose comes down in between. If you need to make it easier, come back slightly. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So make sure your head stays between your thumbs. Doesn't matter where your bum is right now, don't worry about that. Head between your thumbs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, number 2. Here we go. Push-ups. 3. Keep going. If you've put any comments in, I will check them at the end before I turn the live off. Well, I hope I will. And halfway down. 5, 4, 3, 1. Rest. Now you should really feel it across here. This is where you should feel it. And into your biceps. We're just going to have a wee rest for a minute. Okay, last one, and then we're on to abs to finish. So, here we go. Let's pull the t-shirt back down. Right. Push-ups. Ready? Go. Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half a halt. Almost there. If you can't make it through, that's all right. Just have a rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Rest. Now I'm just going to swap around. So our last set of exercises are abs. You need a strong core to keep you up straight, to hold your hips square if you're not wearing your prosthetic. Good posture, it supports your back and helps to stop you getting backache. So, are we ready? First thing we're going to do is a crunch, and the second thing we're going to do is a tabletop. So, what I tend to do is wedge my foot against the wall like that, because I can't get this foot flat on the floor like this foot. And the heels, depending on that's my max for my hydraulic ankle. My foot still doesn't reach the floor. So I tend to wedge it up against something if you've got a slippy surface. It might actually be okay on this mat, but if you've got a slippy surface, that would be my suggestion. So we're going to go, so your knees need to be together. What your 2 feet are doing if you are an amputee will be different. That's okay. So let me come a bit closer. There we go. So, hands behind your head. You're going to leave your feet where they are. And you're going to come up into a crunch position so that your shoulders are slightly off the floor. Okay. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Focus on your stomach. Pull everything tight as you sit up. Your hands are on your head to support your head so you're not straining your neck. 3, 2, 1. Your second exercise, you're going to sit on your hands and hold a tabletop position. So your knees are at 90 degrees and you're just going to hold that. Now, what people who aren't amputees won't know is there's very little you have to do with your amputated side to hold your leg up like that. The other one will probably be working harder. 3, 2, 1, and rest for a moment. We're going to do 2 more of those. So back to the crunches. Ready? 3, 2, 1, crunches. Looking good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the tabletop. So you're still sucking your tummy in, holding it tight. If you've got a weak core, you may find you feel it in your hip, in your thighs, just very slightly, but try and focus on engaging the core muscles. Think about those. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We have got 1 more set. Hands behind your head, crunches, here we go. And off we go. Almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold a tabletop. You're sitting on your hands to support your lower back. That's what they're for. If you're wondering why your hands are here, focus on the core, suck your tummy in. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Well done, everyone. Now just let me get up off the ground, and I will see if there's any questions. Hang on a second. Yep. That's not how I normally do it. I can do it like that, but it's harder. Much harder to get up off one knee. So, let me sit down over here. Whew. Right. So, I'm going to swap the view to that view. There we go. And then I can take the other camera down and see whether anybody left any comments for me. So just a minute. I am likely to change the timing of this in future because it's becoming a bit of a pain in the butt for me, and the time of day because it's right in the middle of my morning off. So I'm probably going to change the time of this. So if you've got any get back to the centre there. If you've got any requests as to what time you'd prefer it to be, then let me know. I'm just getting the comments up now, so let me see. I can see Carolyn is here. Hi, Carolyn. Whereabouts in the world are you, Carolyn? And David is here. Hi, David. Breaking up. I don't think it's my end. The live stream might work better for you on playback, Carolyn. And yes, I do private sessions via Skype or Zoom or Facebook Messenger, video, that sort of thing. So yes, do feel free, Carolyn, to shoot me a message on this page and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. If you can't get onto your knees, then what you would do is you would use a sofa or something like that. So if you've got like, I would call it a poufet, but it's like a thing that you wheel around your house that you rest your legs on, you know, one of them. You might want to use that. Or if you look at this sofa down here, what I could do with that is I could use the sofa, sort of lie across the sofa and put my arms on the floor down off the end. That's another way to do it. Or off the side of the bed if your bed is an appropriate height. So your arms are on the floor and the bed is holding the rest of you up. If you have a Swiss ball, you could use one of those, but that does make the core work harder. So yes, anything that you've got that's soft that you can lie on and hang off the end and put your arms on the floor. That's what you do if you can't use your knees. And Carolyn's in Florida. Oh, well, that's very nice. You're coming into summer now. We are just coming into winter. And yes, the snow is on the mountains and it's all just getting a bit dark. Our clocks went back in April and it now gets dark at about 5 o'clock and gets light at about 8 o'clock. And we don't see the light of day again until September. So yes, enjoy weather there in Florida. I wish I was in Florida because winters aren't really that cold. Anyway, so that looks like that is all of my questions. Just checking that. So lovely to have you with me. Thank you very much. If you've got any type of requests for times of day for me to change the time, I'm going to change the time of day. Please make sure you let me know what time zone you're in so I can work out what the translation is for me here in New Zealand. And I know there's various different time zones in the US, so make sure you tell me which one it is so I can work out the time difference, because here it's 10 a.m. on Monday at the moment, which means you are on like yesterday morning or something if in some parts of the US. So yes, lovely chatting with you all, and I will be back again soon. We will just need to work out whereabouts the time-wise that I'm going to put it. And David, are you in the US as well? If so, just let me know whereabouts roughly so that we can work out the time zones for you, because I know that you do come. Yes, have a lovely day, night, morning, evening, lunchtime, whatever time of day it is for you there. And I will talk to you all again soon. See ya!